Because I'm paranoid. Because did I tell you about the time the squirrels ate my Chinese food?
No.
So I got beef with the squirrels, and I'm really gonna get a BB gun with a scope on it.
You should be like my grandpa with the slingshot.
Listen, I
He has
am
a
so
slingshot.
close.
He gets mad when they eat the ackee off the tree when it starts to bloom or the avocados. I
He
used
not
to
wrong.
also when we have avocados back at home at our house, I used to watch my dad run outside trying to throw rocks at the squirrels trying to eat our avocados because they would
Friend.
just come after them. Oh my gosh, not the squirrels after your Chinese food.
So I ordered on one of the apps, whatever it was, DoorDash,
Mm,
Uber Eats, whatever. And I didn't get the notification that they had delivered
mhm.
it. And I was, whatever I was doing, whether I was reading or working on something, whatever, I was distracted. I finally looked down. I was like, oh, the notification is there. I go outside. And from the side of the bag that I could see that the bag was leaning, but
Mhm.
the driver could have like put the bag down hard, whatever. That could be for any reason. Pick my bag up. It's a big ass hole in chicken bones because the squirrel got in my bag and ate my chicken. And I feel like he was about to get my rice had I not gotten out there. And then I really be mad because one time it was a baby squirrel that had got like rolled into our mat. Like it was windy outside or something like that. And I saved him. So now I'll be out there like, bitch, I saved your life and you ate my chicken. Be having me out there sounding like Denzel Washington and Training Day.
Jesus, not the squirrels.
Yep. I used to tell my daddy all the time, I'm gonna give me a BB gun and put a scope on it. And I'm gonna be laying in the grass in full camo gear, face paint and all, shooting the shit out of them squirrels. I want war. And then they be mad aggressive. It was the one day I'm standing there, Gunner doing his business, and I'm like, why I feel like somebody watching me. I look up, the squirrel lean over the tree, all in my face. What I was like, the fuck are you doing? Me and the squirrel,
Squirrels, the squirrels got personalities, I'm telling you.
they are aggressive.
They are. And the northern squirrels, northern, the squirrels in New Jersey and New York specifically are quite interesting. They have their
Yes.
own personality and they're actually quite big than the squirrels in like here or well, the ones here are kind of big too. They look like rats. But the ones in Florida are very like tiny. Not tiny, but like seem normal
Well,
size. I don't know.
maybe that's because they don't have like a true hibernation, right?
Winter,
Like it
yeah.
gets obviously it gets cold in Florida, but it doesn't get as cold as here where they eat and
Yeah.
prepare. I do remember seeing a video. I felt bad. The squirrels were using a like an electrical post to store all their
Hmm.
acorns for the winter. And the PSC&G guys had to come and open it because it was messing with the electricity.
Oh,
And they emptied out all. I was like, damn, he nigga just trying to feed his family. And here y'all come.
he got a family to feed.
Right. Single mom who works
Dang.
two jobs.
Two jobs,
And she
man.
come home and think that all her food, all them nuts she had stored up.
Mm, 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 mm.
But yeah, but then I did see, I can't remember her name. She's a book influencer. She's Muslim. She always holds her books in front of like a brownstone.
Oh,
You know what I'm
yes.
talking about?
Mimi. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Terms, yeah.
She talked about how she had to go get her car fixed. They popped the hood.
Yes,
The
I
squirrels
saw
was eating
that.
crab legs and wings.
Oh my gosh, I saw that. I
I was
was
like, you know
like,
what?
so I've seen stories about not only squirrels, but obviously rats getting into people's engines and going into town. And there was one time when I think this is when I first moved here and I was living in Koreatown. And I got stories for days with Koreatown. When I was living in Koreatown, somebody in Koreatown got their wires like chewed up bad by rats, like bad, like, and then they peed all over. They got in to the actual cabin of the actual car and peed and did things in the car. So they had
No, thank you.
a total car just because like we only have like depending where you are in well anywhere in Koreatown you need to have I learned that lesson the hard way. You should find a building with like covered garage parking or parking that's
Okay.
like already there because if you don't then you're like fighting for your life to find parking. And so I have ran into several instances because I didn't have parking with my apartment. Neither of
Ah,
us actually did. So I would like towards the end of my time at that apartment, I think I told you about the rats apartment around the apartment building, right? Yeah. So I was getting scared because sometimes my car would be parked in the front and the
right.
rats would be like having like a family reunion in the front. And then on top of that, the trash can was in the front too, like right there.
This is making me think of someone that I follow on Instagram. I'm not going to say specifically who, but they had posted an article from one of the reputable
Mm-hmm.
uh news newspaper whatever that said that um squirrels are shifting to being more like carnivores. And the
Mm.
person was like, this is how the zombie apocalypse is going to start, blah, blah, blah. And I said, or they just have more access to garbage than they did before, and they are eating
Chicken
trash,
and
which includes
yeah.
chicken and lamb chops and turkey wings and chicken nuggets and whatever else is in the trash that historically they did not have access to before. And they were like,
Yeah.
friend, you're really smart. No,
It's
maybe.
just common sense. I feel like that's
I
just, well, it's
two
not,
plus two plus two
apparently.
is always gonna be four. In whatever direction you so
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Well,
Mm.
this is Shelby.
And this is Jess.
And welcome back to the League of Extraordinary Readers where we actually hate squirrels.
Yeah, no, squirrels are pretty crazy out here, man. They
It's all bad. How was your week, friend?
a breath of fresh air.
All your events are over,
Oh,
so you can just breathe.
listen, I got nothing really going. Well, I do have like little stuff, but it's nothing to the magnitude of what was happening all of October. Like nothing compared to that. It's just little stuff. So, I have not left the house since I parked my
I know that's
car.
right.
Well, I have, but like to mail little stuff or go to walk. But other than that, like alternative routes, we ain't seen the outside world like that in a couple days, and I love it here. Um, so that means I've been reading good. I
Okay.
finished 2 books in 1 day. I said,
I know
"Ooh,
that's
I'm
right.
back. I'm back in my momentum. It's keep me here." Um, so what have I been reading? Let's see. So I finished The Between, like I told you, by Tananarive Due. I don't know. I was trying to prepare my thoughts for this before the podcast, but you might receive a voice note because I still can't really wrap my head.
Because you can't put it together. Okay. That's fine.
Which is
You
it's
know,
like it.
I commend you for that because a lot of people try to force it instead of just being
Mhm.
like, hey, I don't know yet.
Yeah, it was entertaining, overall, because it's like what is happening, but it's like, did I understand everything that happened properly to dissect it in a way where if I was to do a review or sorts, I can articulate this well for people. And I don't
Okay.
have the words for it. I
Okay.
think it's one of those things, it's like the genre is still, I feel like it's more of a, would it be horror? I don't think it's horror. think it's more of a speculative fiction type of
Okay.
thriller-esque type of book.
Uh-huh.
So, I'm new to like really getting into those type of books. So it might be like flew over my head type of situation. But I finished that. What else? I finished Capadonna 3.5. I understand what you mean about Capri.
Ooh, mama is annoying.
Alea is also kind of annoying to me just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. I
She
think
is aloof.
very aloof and very like it turned from like being shy a bit to being Miss Thugtastic and like
Not Thugtastic. Don't you ever say that to me ever again. That's the name of this episode. Miss Thugtastic.
it turned real like I'm a thug real quickly for me. I also believe 2.5 and 3.5 should have been combined. I'm not sure if you said that before,
Yeah, it
but it
didn't
could
have
have.
to be. But I think it was something like with her writing schedule. Like I think she broke them up
Yeah.
like for a reason.
Yeah,
Um,
from what I read, like she puts notes in the beginning. So I
mhm.
understand, but in theory, it's like one of those things of like, I guess take your time.
See, so that's what I meant by I
Mhm.
think Jacquel probably don't like me for real because she saw my thread where I was like, if we really got someone like a Jaquel J reading diversely, these books would be 100 times better than they already are. Like they're good. It's there, right? But
It's
there's
there,
always
yeah.
it's there, but there's always room for improvement.
No, I totally understand what you mean. And me and another person were talking about this. I think she's been really much very attacked online. Like even her supporters have been attacking her some crazy in the
Yeah, I know
past
she
few
said
months.
her mom was like in the hospital or something like that.
She's her
Um,
caretaker now. Yeah.
yeah, so it's like I mean, I would love to read Goon, right? I would love to have that yesterday. But and
hmm
also take care of your family, take care of yourself.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, I would say 3.5 and 2.5 could have been one book. There's something, it's definitely an editor is needed for those books. But overall, like at the end of the day, it was a good time. It was good to understand Capadonna and all the things that happen. I do enjoy Capadonna and his craziness. I also do enjoy Capone. I feel like Capone was just like a nice introduction into the whole series, so I'm happy she
Yeah.
started with him. Capri.
I would say skip Capri and just go to 10,000 hours with the Rich Menace. Just go there.
That's what I was thinking because I'm
Just go
not
there. You'll
invested
be
in
fine.
Capri.
You're not going to miss anything. And then I maybe we can pick Capri up in the new year because I do want to read Kasim.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to read him, and you got to read Capri's books in order to get to Kasim. So maybe we could do that
Oh, okay.
next year. That'll be a 2026
Yeah,
problem. Just go.
that's
You're
fine.
going to you're going to love. I feel like 10,000 hours with the Rich Menace, and Don Caselli lean a lot more in the vibes of Casey Mills.
Okay, okay.
It reads a lot like what's the one? Emergence and Ascendance? Ascendance and Emergence? Like that series,
Okay.
what was it?
Oh, yeah,
Shadows and
yeah, yeah.
Whispers, and it
Shadows, yeah.
reads like those.
Okay, okay. Okay,
Whereas
cool.
like Capone and Capadonna read very like urban. It's not that um Menace is more mafia. Like Menace
Mm-hmm.
runs his stuff like the mob. Whereas Capone and Capadonna and them is street niggas, you know? And like how
Yeah, yeah.
Kasim and them are
Custom.
motorcycle gang niggas, right? They all move
Mm-hmm.
very differently depending on where they
And
are from and all that sort of
mm-hmm.
thing. So, but Menace calls that girl everything but her name. Her name is Green. He calls her Purple, Chartreuse, um, Lavender. He that's his assistant. He be like, tell Red I said
Oh.
he Menace is hilarious. He is
Okay,
you're gonna
okay.
love him. So I would say
Yeah,
just go that route.
I was thinking about skipping Capri just because now she's on her sabbatical and all this other stuff, and it's like, you know, cool, cool. Do you? So yeah, I finished that. What else did I'm on Cursed Daughters, enjoying that.
Okay.
It's very funny. It's very
Yeah,
funny.
I've read I'm
Yeah.
actually gonna start it from the beginning because Sarah and I are supposed to be buddy reading that, but I've
Yeah.
got 18 buddy reads going right now. Not 18, but
I'm crying. Yeah, no, I get you. Cursed Daughters, I'm enjoying it.
are you reading that with Bridget?
No, she didn't know she was starting that book with whomever she's buddy
Okay.
reading it with till like
Okay.
that day. Because I messaged her, I was like, oh yeah, I'm starting this as well. And she's like, oh yeah, girl, I didn't even know myself I was starting today. And I
That's
was
how my
like,
buddy reads happened because me and Sarah said that we
mm-hmm,
were gonna read it together, and then favored reader and I are reading Call Baby,
mm-hmm.
and they both were like on the same day, ready to read, and I had started Hamnet. I was like, wait, oh, everybody calm down.
Calm down, relax, relax. Yeah, so I started Cursed Daughters. That's what I'm currently on right now. Oh, Jackal. I'm listening to Jackal. Um, hmm, I don't know. It's for book club tonight, so we'll see. But I
How did you
think
finish it?
I got like an hour and 30 minutes left.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna hunker down after this and just listen. I got till 6 o'clock to gather my composure. Not composure. It's not a terrible book. It's just not that
I told
good.
you. I told you.
Yeah, yeah. It's
I
not
told
that
you.
good.
It's
And
weird.
somebody, yeah, it's a weird way. I mean, I guess it essentially what they're trying to say is black women go missing in the Appalachian Mountains and they don't get as much exposure or
Right.
like publicity. It's just a very interesting way to go about saying it. I get the concept, but yeah. Anyways, I'll circle back next week with full thoughts.
Okay.
And then I did join the Love Songs of W.E.B. Du Bois um reading like challenge because somebody said they're going to do like a huge buddy read with it. So I was like, okay, I'll see. How long I stay in it, we'll see. But I plan to like
Um,
finish it.
Ibrahim wants me to read that before the end of the year. I don't remember what his bookish name is. He always be drinking wine. He live out there in California.
I don't know who
I
that
think that
is.
baby name Ibrahim. Yes, you do. And I can't even tell you why you know who it is. Hold the line.
Okay.
What is that baby's Instagram name? I talk to him like not every day, but like once a week. I really don't know nobody name. That's I need to.
I don't know who that is.
Yes, you do. Stop saying it. Because as soon as I find his Instagram page, oh my God. Native Son?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I don't
I
know
don't
who
think I
that is. I don't know who that is.
hey, relax, relax,
Yeah, his
relax.
name is Ibrahim. Okay. I wasn't making that up. But he was like, I have to read it.
Yeah, everybody
So
keeps saying yeah.
I'm going to, that'll probably be a December read for me.
I just real
Damn, December is next month. Ain't that some
yeah, it
shit?
is. I don't follow him, so I guess I'll give him a follow.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
he got some good takes on books. He doesn't post as consistently as he used to,
okay.
because life, but he
Yeah.
got some good takes on books. He's cool. He's mad cool.
Okay. Um, yeah, so I'm starting that Sunday. And then after that, what do I want to read after that?
Oh well, next week we have to read Kev on Stage's book. So mhm, mhm.
That came
You was
real
about to
fast.
get carried away with yourself. I saw it in your eyes.
I was about to
It did come
go,
fast. Y'all,
but
that's not even our normal schedule, but mom has
yeah.
surgery the week after next, so we're recording 2 episodes next week. Um, but Kev, hold on, because Kev's book,
Make that, it's not that long. I'm pretty sure it's like probably 6 hours. That's three
if
hours.
that right. This why Sharice be calling us crackheads. Um, Sharice be like, I just don't understand. Oh yeah, it's 6 hours and 45 minutes. So
Yeah, it's
if
gonna
we
be
let me
three
see this,
hours or two.
we could read that on Wednesday. Actually, on Thursday.
Thursday. Let's do Thursday. And Wednesday we could do whatever episode we want to do. I think we're closing. What is it? What are we gonna do Wednesday? We'll figure it out. Who knows?
Maybe we
Um
could do like a bookish gift guide.
Oh, that's
Because
cute. Hmm.
as a person that likes to read, I don't want you to buy me books. Like if you're not like if you wanted to buy me a book, okay. If Sarah
Hmm.
wanted to buy me books, fine. But like even my best friend, don't give me a gift card, should. Did I show you what Sarah got me for my birthday? It's a bookmark kit.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, but my mama said I can't. Yes, I'm 32 before I
What she
finish this.
said.
My mama said I can't make it because I gotta use a hammer to to put the letters in. And she was like, tell Sarah you
Absolutely not.
clumsy.
Well, fair, fair. Have
She was
somebody
like,
else make it.
uh-huh. She was like, tell Sarah you're clumsy. That's tell her don't send nothing like that to this address again. Sarah was like, is your mom mad at me? I was like, no, she just gonna be a little
No.
suspicious the next time you mail something here. That's all.
Don't do that. That's hilarious. But that's
It's so
cute
cute
too.
though. And it has like different, I won't take it all out, but it has different
Okay.
types of bookmarks in there too that I thought were
Mm-hmm.
really cute. So,
Okay, cool. Yeah, glad you caught me before I got carried away.
oh yeah, because I caught myself doing that earlier.
It's like, I'm about
Because
to
I was
read
like,
this.
okay, so I'm gonna read. I'm definitely going to finish Hamnet, which I'll get into that once I start my week. I'll finish
Mm-hmm.
Cursed Daughters. I'll finish Call Baby. Tomorrow,
Then,
I'm gonna listen
uh,
to Sky Full of Elephants before the event.
mm-hmm.
Um, and I was gonna immersive read it, but I don't need to immersive read it. And I don't even think that I'm gonna count this reread at towards anything
Anything.
because
Mm-hmm.
I've read it a million times. It's just more peace of mind sort of thing. Um, and then I'll round the week out with the Water Bearers.
Okay. I'm gonna do Boomtown this weekend after I finish
Oh
Cursed
yes,
Daughters.
yes. I might go and get a copy of it, a finished copy of it this weekend because I don't have one. That is a good time.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that for the weekend. And I need to start one of my nonfictions. So I'm going to, after Kev on Stage, I'm going to do The Three Mothers by Anna Malika Tubbs. That's the one about how the mothers of Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and
Hold
James
on,
Baldwin.
hold on. This
Yeah,
one.
that one.
This
Mm-hmm.
one.
I want that one because I like the cover, but they have this cover on Libby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get a physical copy,
I
but it's
might
only
get,
7 hours.
huh? I might get I might immersive read this. Thank you for mentioning this.
Yeah.
I've had it for a while and just haven't
I've
got
had
to
it
it.
on my TBR for so long. I was like, it's time to pick that up. And after that, I'm gonna try the Living Blood's 27 hours. Ooh.
The Home.
Living Blood by Tananarive Due.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
What is
27
that?
hours. I'm gonna have to let that one go. The Wilderness.
I for y'all that a couple of people have DM me asking me what do I be looking down at. I be writing down the books so that
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
She don't
scrambling when
forget.
it's editing. I'm not
Yeah.
ignoring y'all. The tism do be
Yeah.
fighting back, but I'm not ignoring y'all. I just be taking notes.
Yeah. The Wilderness. I might start that next week too.
I really would like if you finish that by Wednesday, we could do a whole episode on the wilderness because I feel like it's a deep book that needs to be like ingested.
Ice. Mm.
And I really want to make an effort next year for the podcast and for my book club to not read at the last minute anymore
Same.
because with wilderness, I could have taken my time. I could have. But because I waited until the last minute, I read it in one sitting. It's a read in one sitting kind of book. But had
Mm-hmm.
I given myself, and I'm not even saying that I need to read it the week before, right? If I would have given myself 4 or 5
Time.
days,
Mm-hmm.
I could have like asked better questions. I could have done the whole thing because it kind of reads like short stories, right? Short stories that are kind of
It
interconnected.
does.
And there are
Yeah.
all of these little things that I'm like,
Yeah. I was just thinking about this because I was like, this is something I wanted to talk to you on the pod about. So I'm gonna get the Hemlock and Oak. I'm gonna get one of those journals, well, not journals, but planners as
okay.
my main planner.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna get another journal for just to like how I've been using my is it Lutrum or whatever
Mhm.
however you pronounce it. I've been using that to take notes and I kind of fell off just a little bit with
Okay.
taking notes with that, but it did help me retain while I was reading
Yeah.
more so versus just like going in my phone and be like, page X, Y, and Z, da, 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 that type of thing. It helps me retain more when I have my notebook right there to write down the notes and then have the reading journal to actually write out a full review properly and all the things, and then take that to go into Instagram and all the other platforms
Yes.
and
I need
all the
to
things.
I need to
Yeah.
do the same thing. So I think um I already was going to like have a reading journal. I think I'm just going to be more intentional about how I use that reading journal, not only to track my
Yeah.
stats, but to get all my thoughts and stuff together.
Yeah. Yeah. Same. So I am trying to like get that together because like you were saying you could have asked more deeper questions about the wilderness. I want to be intentional, especially because we're starting off the year with like the wedding or hold on the wedding or what you call it, there was the confusion or whatever, or there is confusion.
Oh yeah. See, so I'm
Oh
starting the
no, hold
year
on.
off with
What happened? Is it me? Is it you? Can you
what
hear me?
happened? Uh-huh.
But I can't hear
All my
you.
I don't know why all my stuff connected.
Hold on. Yeah, it's
Can you hear me
mm,
now?
I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna go in and come out. Hold on.
Okay.
Leave. Okay.
It
I
really
can.
be killing me that it
Okay, I
says
got
Shelby
it.
Monet twice.
It's so annoying.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Oh my God. What happened?
Um, hold on a second.
Hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All
Can
I
you
had to
hear
do is
me?
unplug. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let me rename myself to
It's
Slave
still
Righteous.
recording. I didn't pause it. I might just leave this in
It's okay. Technical
and let the
difficulties
people,
happen,
yeah,
guys. Yeah.
y'all be all right.
Um,
It's one of them days, it's one of them weeks where everything is a little aloof and we're getting
yeah.
like, whereas Jess's life has slowed down a little bit, mine is about to speed
Mm-hmm.
up. So
Yeah.
I've been like, I feel like a chicken with my head cut off. I just been like running in circles. So
Running in
if
circles.
if the editing is not up to par until January, y'all be all right. So you were
Mm-hmm.
saying, what were
Um,
we talking about?
journals.
Yes.
Yes.
So just being more intentional. I think it's
Mm-hmm.
so we are doing there is confusion, but I'm gonna start the year off with Akwaeke Emezi's Son of the Morning because I
Mm-hmm.
feel like it'll be light in a sense because it's fantasy, but it'll
Mm-hmm.
also Akwaeke Emezi is just phenomenal. So they will kind of get
Mm-hmm.
us in the mode of thinking deeper and so on and so forth. But I told you about this. I haven't officially announced it yet, but I am going to be doing a um classics challenge.
Yeah,
So
you told me about that. Yeah.
it's going to be a real intentional year with my reading and the content and stuff that comes out. So I'm going to have to utilize my notes and so on and so forth. And I think I want to start putting some book reviews on my Substack too. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's lit.
Um, yeah, I'm trying to make sure, like, because somebody was, I think it was for what, I forgot which book it was I just did. I think it was The Devil Three Times, but somebody was like, I appreciate how thorough and concise this was. That it gave me like your thoughts, but also left me open to decide. And so I want to be more
Right.
intentional when doing that because personally, as people say, oh, book reviews are out of date, they're not worth. I personally love a good book review. I don't know what you people are talking about. And I will write it myself. I do it for me, I do it for the authors. I have no issues. Maybe some books may get less likes, but what are we doing reviews for? Are we doing them for people in terms of like to get likes, or are we doing reviews for the authors? And I do reviews for the authors and for my audience to get a sense of the book at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think I just want to I think for me it's more just I like sharing my thoughts. I like talking about books, right? And whoever
Mm-hmm.
resonates with it, whoever benefits from it, benefits from it. Um and there's that, but I think everybody has a different style. Like I just started following Classically Claire, and her
Mm.
content is beautiful, but she is so inspiring me to want to be a better reader. Like,
Mm.
and I think that's what the point of book content is. It's being able to see someone else posting things and be like, "Hey,
Mm.
they're inspiring me to read something that maybe I wouldn't." Or they
Yeah.
are making me view a book differently that I had never considered before, you know?
Yeah. I'm following them
Because
too. Oh.
she she did a video about Dostoevsky Dostoevsky Dostoevsky.
Oh, I
And I was
just
like,
it's gone.
yeah, and I was like, damn, I've
Mm-hmm.
never really ventured into his work. I need to do that. Like, I would love to read Crime and Punishment.
Mm-hmm.
And I think something that I was talking about in the vlog that'll go up probably next week is I think in my want to put as many Black authors at the forefront for people to find easily, it has boxed my reading in. to where although I read diversely in the sense of genre, I've stopped reading as diversely when it comes to ethnicity, people that look different from me, have different cultures, and so on and so forth, because my mind is so focused on we need to help the Black authors. Point blank, period. We need to help the
Yeah.
Black authors, you know? And I'm like, I'm not doing myself any justice by boxing myself in that way, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, whereas I'm gonna keep the book club majority Black and brown authors, my content is probably going to see a very big shift in 2026 because there are so many other things that I want to read that I just don't make the time for because I'm like, oh, well, does it really align with my content? Does it really align with the message that I'm trying to put out there? So on and so forth. So, and then when that girl told me yesterday that she reads diversely because she reads a lot of different romances with a bunch of a variety of penises in it. I said, you know, I might have to sit back and do something different for the children because they got left, but they should have been left behind. They should have been,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and they wasn't. So now I guess I got to go in here and help them. I really thought she was joking.
You should know by now people are not joking.
I thought she was joking because I was like, yeah, girl, I don't want to read nothing about um roosters and non-melanated love.
Yeah. I mean, like to me, like posing that question was very interesting to see how people respond to it
Yes.
because it's like, what do y'all be reading?
And what I'm finding is
Like,
the large majority thinks that they read diversely because they read Black authors.
and that's like, and when people join the book club, and when I pick books, like our second quarter is going to be different countries, which I'm
Okay.
excited about.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm already looking at like I'm looking at countries that are often looked over, like South Asia or like that region, South
Right.
Asia, and stuff like that. Or like even Australia when it comes to indigenous people, Aboriginals. Like how do we look at that when it comes to books? Because when you're thinking diversely and trying to read diversely, the scope isn't just Black people. There are different genres. There are Black and brown people, and then there's subgenres of Black and brown people in these
Right.
categories
Right. 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 Right.
that
Right.
you like
Right.
have to think about. Even when we think about, let's say, for instance, Africa, the region, most people think of Nigerian and Ghanaian.
Ghana.
That's Ghanaian authors. That's it. But then somebody was like, and I always try to think of others. Like I have a Ugandan author on my shelf that I need to read. But somebody was like, can we not do East Africa? I mean, not East Africa,
West.
West Africa. I was like, absolutely. I was thinking East Africa, South,
Right.
North, just to give variety of
Lady.
like
Mm-hmm.
cultural context.
Absolutely.
And people are not, they're not picking
I
up on
think
that. It
so.
sucks.
I think I sent you the list of classics. I think my focus next
Hmm.
year is going to be still American Black authors that nobody
Hmm.
talks about. Because the large
Hmm.
majority of that classical list that I put together, the people that I sent it to were like, I've never heard of most of these authors.
Yeah, I've heard of some of them in passing just because research and just like
Right,
looking at stuff, but I never
right.
like deep dived into it. So I
So it's
think,
like there's
yeah,
still so much work to do.
there's a
Like there's still
lot.
much to do just here, right? And I can reach, whatever. I may still
Mhm.
sprinkle in, like you said, across the diaspora. I may still do that because I love me some good African literature. I love um Asian lit across Asia. Like there are some things, but it's
Mhm.
like I want to change the narrative that when we think of classics, we think of white authors.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
want to change that narrative. And there are a few
Yeah.
on my list, right? Because I was like, damn, I ain't read a Charles Dickens book since Jesus was a boy. I
Man,
wouldn't have a time.
it's been
That's gonna be a
so
time.
long.
That is going to be
Yeah.
a good time, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Plus, it'll be something that's easier um to lead into the classics with, you know? Like I put
Yeah.
Persuasion by Jane Austen on the list, and I'm so excited to
Mm-hmm.
read that. I've actually been reading Pride and Prejudice, and it's been a good time.
Okay, good. Yeah, for me, I was so something I've been thinking about is when I first started the page, I was deep into researching. I still do, but like the way I was researching certain authors, and there are people that are like, I've never heard of these people, like Derek Walcott, who's like a St.
Mhm.
Lucian playwriter. Earl Lovelace, who's a Trinidadian writer. So I'm trying to do more deep dives to find more authors that, especially Caribbean authors, that are overlooked a lot because we always think about who? V.S. Naipaul. A lot of people think about V.S. Naipaul or what's his name? The one that wrote The Wretched Earth. I'm looking at it now and I can't.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name
Yeah,
either.
and he's from Martinique. Him, Frantz Fanon, him, or Marlon James, right? We think of
Right.
those people, and I'm trying to uncover more of that and get deep into that more, even just African American authors too. But I think when we expand Caribbean literature as well, I think there's more to it that I want to look into. Um, yeah, I'm
Absolutely.
just trying to we're always both of us are always trying to expand something and read across the genre because it really does help. Like the way this year and even last year that I've been thinking about just the world and how I see the world and how I interact with the world, especially with books and dissecting books has improved so much between now and then, like just really being
Absolutely.
intentional with the books. Really have. And then I can talk to about books easier than stumbling or like, oh, I don't remember, or that type of stuff. So
Mhm.
yeah. But yeah, that's my ramble for the day. How was your week? What are you up to?
We are in like hunker down prep mode for mom surgery. So we had our last appointment before surgery today with her
Hmm.
plastic surgeon. That man is fine. He is like, think you know how when white people say like tall, dark, and handsome?
Hmm.
He fits that category of white man, right? I want to say
Hmm.
he's like Italian or Greek or like
Hmm.
spicy white, right? Could be
Hmm.
Armenian type situation. But he just has such a like warm spirit. Like I feel like a lot of plastic surgeons can be kind of like stuck up and mean and like,
Yeah.
superficial. And he's just,
I'm happy that's the case for her. I love my plastic surgeon. She
mhm.
was amazing. Like, she was so nice. So I'm happy that she has that.
Yeah, and it was like, he's been very patient. He's answered all her questions. He
Mm-hmm.
today he led the appointment with like, how are you feeling? Where's your mind? Like, how can I make this easier for you? And just reaffirming like
Mm-hmm.
you're going to be okay. So it's
Mm-hmm.
that was I needed that today. But just trying to yesterday was busy. My aunt got she won the election. She is the councilwoman, excuse me, for North New Jersey. So we got to celebrate her last night. That was dope. Um Tomorrow I'm going to Sibo Campbell's event.
Mm-hmm.
Um no idea what I'm wearing. None at all. Um my face gonna be beat though. Um Let's see, reading wise, I started Hamnet. Hamnet is the story that's supposed to be about Shakespeare's son that passed away. I read the
Mm-hmm.
first chapter. I want more. If I didn't have these buddy reads going in, I would simply devour that book. It's very good. I finished Careless People, which I think is a must read.
Mm-hmm.
It talks so much. There's a conversation there about how unfair corporate America is for women, right? And the things
Mm-hmm.
that women have to do to prove that they are worthy of these bigger positions. But also, there's conversation about Mark Zuckerberg and the algorithm and all of that stuff that I think people really need the insight in. I think we all know, or we all think we know how the algorithm works. Um, and I think a lot of people fearmonger around um social media, AI, and all of these things. But like I've said before, I think the bigger issue is patriarchy, right? The bigger issue is white supremacy, and that is trickling down into all of these other systems that we
Mm-hmm.
are so busy being afraid of instead of trying to fix the big thing. So that's
Mm-hmm.
a very good book. The Wilderness. If you finish
Mm-hmm.
it by Wednesday, I'm down to have a discussion for that.
Okay.
Today I finished Psychopomp and Circumstance. It's very tiny, like very tiny.
Mm.
But it is a very good book. It's Eden Royce's first adult fiction, and it tells
Mm-hmm.
a story of this girl during the Reconstruction era that like is not really bothered with being married. Like she's like, if it happens, it happens. If it don't, that's fine too. She
Mm-hmm.
wants to work. And her aunt passes away, and she agrees to do pomp for her aunt, which means planning her aunt's um homegoing services. But that is a very big deal to do, right? Which I thought it was cool to add a magical aspect to something that is very important in Black culture, right? Like our people take homegoing services very seriously. And something that was mentioned in the book was like, who did the body? Right?
Yeah.
We quick for
Mm-hmm.
that. We quick who cooking for the repast? Like who what
Mm-hmm.
colors are the families wearing? Stuff like that. So I think it's a very interesting take on that to use magic for something that is so spiritual, even when Black people don't want to admit the spiritual aspects to the things and traditions that we uphold.
Mm-hmm.
But also there's like a family secret type situation going on there that she has to uncover. So there's a conversation about that. That was really cool. Started Call Baby. I already loved the book. I read it before. I forgot a lot of stuff. What I will say
Mm.
is Morgan Jerkins is a phenomenal author.
I almost
Like
picked that up the other day, actually.
it's very very good. I will say anybody that may have trauma around the loss of children or miscarriages, stay away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Because that first chapter is very detailed.
Vivid. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um let's see. Yeah, I think that's it. I started Pride and Prejudice. I love Mr. Darcy. Mean ass.
Mm-hmm.
It made me realize that's probably why I like mean men in real life, because Mr. Darcy was an asshole. I've just been fantasizing about Mr. Darcy my whole life. um and yeah, Sarah and I are gonna read Cursed Daughters. I've read like about 50 pages of it already, but I'm just gonna start from the beginning because I want to immersive read it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I think I'm gonna see how far I get into Call Baby tonight, and then I'll start Cursed Daughters tomorrow.
Okay.
Cause I'm tired,
Yeah.
but I do want to read Call Baby, so I'm gonna read that
Mm-hmm.
for a few hours and then see where I
Go
go.
about it.
Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
there'll be I feel like once I sit with Cursed Daughters, I'm probably gonna finish it in a day. So that'll probably be what I finish on Friday. You know?
Okay. Yeah. I might switch around so we can talk about the wilderness. I might
Okay.
switch it around to this weekend to
Okay.
listen to, and then do Boomtown next week after we
Okay.
get all our required reading out the way. I think I might do that. Yeah. Because I do want to read the wilderness.
Yeah. It's the audiobook is better too. Like the audiobook gives you
Hmm.
it just gives you a little extra.
Okay, cool.
So
That's
um
good. What I meant to ask you, have you been keeping up with, obviously last year was my first time participating in Bray. But this time,
That website is terrible and bad. I
the
mean that
people, yeah,
what's
is
happening? Are they complaining?
they're complaining not only about the website, but people are like, I'm not getting any books because of all these AI covers. And I was just like, I mean, I understand it, right? I get it. Like we've talked about this before. I get it. We AI is not the best tool. I
I
am
feel like
not.
if that's your standpoint, then you shouldn't be supporting Amazon. Like if you understand what's wrong with AI so much so that you're not going to support authors because they have AI covers, then you should not be using Amazon. You should not have a Kindle Unlimited subscription. You probably shouldn't be
Mhm.
supporting a third of the black authors that you are supporting.
It's just like, guys, this is a tired conversation. I get it. I get it. We're like trying to save the earth, but like,
But
I
that's the thing.
also want
I
us
don't
to
think
use our brain. I also want us to use our brain as
no,
to
you're
why
absolutely right.
people.
But
Yeah.
like I don't even think it's can you hear the wind?
No.
I'm sorry. It's we got a wind advisory and it sound like
The way you said, can you hear the wind?
I had to I'm like, is the window open? I'm sorry, y'all. I don't even think that it's that people want to save the earth. I don't think a third of the people that complain about AI covers actually know why they're complaining about AI. I think much like with racism, the girls only have certain talking points.
Yeah, they do.
The girls only have certain talking points
Because
because
I've. Oh no, sorry. Go ahead.
it's okay. They like
Like
you know the girls don't have the money. Like, do you know how much a graphic designer costs? Do you
Oh,
know how much at the rate that they are putting books out, right? It's the same reason that they don't necessarily have editors. It's the same reason that they don't have audiobooks. It's the same conversation over and over and over again, but y'all don't care about that because the target conversation, the hot topic is the fact that, oh, I'm against AI.
and so like you were saying, like I explained to someone like the reason why AI is not necessarily the greatest solution to anything. Granted, we dabble, dip and dabble. It's in everything that we do. We wouldn't even be using our phones
Right.
if we knew. But the reason why AI is bad is because literally in Memphis and in Georgia, in black towns, there are huge machines that are making the earth super hot and emitting these type of like chemicals and toxins into the world, especially
Right.
in these black areas for
Right.
people to get sick. And then as we just saw that the Caribbean consistently, as well as Florida consistently gets destroyed. New Orleans, Texas, parts of Texas and Florida gets destroyed by hurricanes because of how hot it is. Now, with
Right.
that being
On top of the
said,
fact the amount of
mhm,
water that AI, the computers that the AI, all of that it uses, right, is
yeah,
it's high key detrimental to the earth.
yes,
But
it's just,
like I can guess that you're about to say, the authors that you want to support don't have the money to show up in the ways that you want them to. And to expect them to meet your standards is perpetuating white supremacist ideologies that are currently holding you down, girl. It's the
and I
same
think,
shit.
yeah, it's like here's another layer to it that we're not thinking about is yes, the solution is to use a graphic designer. I use a graphic designer for a majority of everything that I do, or I'd be shape shifting it on Canva or Adobe Express and
I
using my
be
little brain to do it. And
baby, I
Photoshop,
be in
I'd be
there.
using.
I be in there typing hard and just inbox cussing every week.
Yeah, it's just like we do the work on our end, but you have to imagine like how much it costs sometimes to pay these graphic designers. I'm going to give you an example. The the graphic that we got for Sintober,
Okay.
how much did she charge? I think it was around 350.
Okay.
350.
350.
Some people don't got 350. We
I
talking
was
about
about to
food
say,
stamps, not
we don't even have to talk about Centober, right? The logo for us that y'all love so much and all of the little
all
templates and
the
shit that we do,
branding.
all of that, $500.
Yep.
Five hundred
Yep.
dollars.
And
And do
that's
you
cheap.
right, and that's cheap. And
Well,
luckily it was
not
split
shout out to
between
Sarah.
right.
Shout out
Shout
to
out to
Sarah.
Sarah. Hey
We
girl.
not we
Hey,
not
we might need
we
you
not
soon, friend. Shout
yeah.
out to you. But it's just like
Yeah.
people don't have $500, right? So think about it. How many books did Jaquel J put out this year?
Oh my
Five,
God.
six, seven,
Hmm.
right? $500 7 times for book covers? Just guesstimating.
I don't even know how much people charge for book covers. That's a whole probably different
Right.
conversation.
That's probably a whole different conversation. I'm lowballing it with $500, right?
Yeah.
Then when y'all complain about audiobooks, right? And y'all don't want audiobooks read by AI, fine, that's your preference. But you got to pay for studio time. You got to pay for the narrator, right? Y'all be wanting multiple because you want a different voice for the woman and for the man,
Hmm.
okay? God
Shit not
forbid
cheap.
y'all want it fully casted, right? And then somebody has to edit that shit. Who
Do
you
you know
think
how
doing
long
that?
it take?
How long it take? Where's the producer, right?
Hmm. Yep.
The narrator not sitting in the studio by themselves, right? They might be, right? Some of the narrators, you see them on TikTok where they're at home by themselves in the studios that they've created for themselves and they're figuring it out, fine. But and also, everything costs money.
Everything costs money, and people are not in a bartering society anymore, unfortunately. I remember my mom, well, she still bakes heavily. Like she used to bake more so wedding cakes and stuff like that. But around the holidays, as most bakers nowadays are busy baking pound cake, baking this, and that. She used to barter with some of like for instance, our hairdresser that used to come, our home braider, she would come and braid our hair. She would barter with her. She was like, I'll bake you a cake for Thanksgiving if you braid the girl's hair. I'll give you 2 pound cakes for that. People don't barter no more. People don't care no more. People are trying to survive. People are trying to nickel and dime and save a buck. And we just lost SNAP benefits. And you worried about AI covers right now.
And it's like those same people are not, you don't see them voting. You don't
Mm-hmm.
see them actually reading diversely, right? You don't see them standing for shit. So the only
Mm-hmm.
conversation that y'all have is about how bad AI is, and you got that copy and paste from whoever it is that you're following that half-ass explain to you why it's bad.
Yeah. And this is not a pro AI account. I'm just trying to
At
explain to you
all.
critically. I'm trying to critically think and
Right.
explain to you why people use these tools because unfortunately we live in a society where right now people can barely put food on their table and you think they don't worry about a book cover. They're just going to go on Mid-Journey or whatever other tools to make it and keep it moving because they just want to be authors. They just want to put their work out in the world. And because yes, the covers don't look that exactly that amazing. Okay, cool, whatever. But they don't look exactly amazing when you use also a regular designer that you
Right.
just
Because
pick
if they
out.
use the
Like,
designers, you funky bitches be talking about they look like party flyers. What the fuck do y'all want?
yeah, so it's like you can't win for lose. Like, you just can't win
What
at
the
this
fuck do
point.
y'all want at this point? Like, what
Yeah,
the fuck do y'all want for real?
and
It's just the
just
girls don't know how to, they don't have conversation about nothing else, friend. They can't speak to anything else. So all they have is um AI. AI is bad. That's the only thing that they can stand for.
yes, it like I wish y'all would come and say something like that to me about thoughts about this. I'm the last person to be like pro AI, but I'm also understanding. Like,
I'm
use your brains.
understanding. Because
This
think
is a
about
critical
it.
thinking podcast. I want you to remember that.
But think about it. Let's use another example to kind of make it
Hmm.
hit home, right? y'all complain about the accessibility of education, right? It's the same shit. People have to
Mm-hmm.
be entrepreneurs because they can't afford to go to school to learn the things to get the degrees that they need. So they are out
Mm-hmm.
here it
Hustling.
building it up from the
Mm-hmm.
mud out the mud
Mm-hmm.
because of accessibility. It's the same thing with AI.
Same exact thing.
Same thing. Right? And the standards of like what a book cover should look like are the same types of standards that are put on us when we're trying to be in the job field, when we're trying to date, right? Oh, you're supposed to be this kind of woman. You're supposed to be, I'm a high value man, and whatever else society says you're supposed to be in order to be in a good relationship. All of that shit, it's the same thing. So
Yeah.
if you
You
can
gotta start
understand it,
somewhere.
if you
Yeah.
can understand it in these other cases, right? If you can understand how the government is against black and brown people, right? If you can
Mm-hmm.
understand why ICE is wrong, right? If you can understand those things, you have to use your pattern recognition skills and apply it to
Mm-hmm.
everything else. People,
Yep.
graphic design and the perfectionism that y'all are chasing is not accessible to people that look like us.
Nope.
And instead of making a resolution, instead of saying, hey, I'm going to learn graphic design so that I can help my people, instead of saying that, you want to kick them down without giving them any solutions.
Yeah.
You want to know what that sound like? Them taking away SNAP benefits. Like, be fucking serious. Be for real.
No, for real. It's really sad, but like, what are we gonna do? Anyways.
I don't know. I was not expecting you to say that. I just thought the girls were going to complain about the website because if anybody needs to be using any
Mm-mm.
AI for any fucking thing, they need to use it to automate that fucking website. That interface is fucking terrible.
I
And
need to
I
stuff my Kindle, but I've been dreading it.
every time I go to the website, I my hands get a little shaky, my nerves get bad. I
It's a
just don't
lot.
feel like it. But then also there
Yeah.
were the books that I was scrolling through. I'm like, I got these already. So I'm gonna have to
Mm.
go and like look to see
Mm-hmm.
what's actually in there. But it's scrolling through that website is not fun. And I said that last
Yeah.
year. I hope people are the people that be for them are seeing that and able to change it because whatever the one was that like Casey Mills and all the authors did, was that earlier this year or last year? You know which one I'm talking about? It
Yeah, it
was
was
like
like earlier
you
this
had
year.
to like send the link to like your Kindle email address. That was
Yeah.
far easier than the Bray website.
They said this. I didn't know this was a. This has been a thing for 4 years. Mind you, I'm new to this world, so but this has been a thing for 4 years, y'all.
Ain't
I
nobody
didn't know
care.
that. I didn't know that. You mean to tell me
Mm.
this happened since 2021 is crazy.
Um,
But
I'm
yeah.
trying to think. I don't think there's anything else that I can think of.
I'm trying
I
to
don't know. You want to know what
think.
I ate earlier today that was very, very good?
Mm-hmm.
I had sliced me up a golden delicious apple. I had made me like a half-ass charcuterie paper plate.
Mm-hmm.
And I sliced me up a golden delicious apple and I sliced up some pepper jack cheese and the apple and the pepper jack cheese together.
Did his thing.
Delicious.
Yeah.
It was hit, and I'm gonna be thinking
Mm.
about that for a while.
You going
That was
that's your
good.
hyperfixation meal
Yeah,
next?
that's about to be. And it
Yeah.
had I need the butter crisp crackers. Like
Mm.
those specifically.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It was a good time with some pepperoni or some hard salami. That was a good time.
I I need to go down to the Sephora. Excuse me. Not for I ran out of things, guys, before you jump me. Um it's like I
My
actually need
friend
to
was like,
go.
I have to explain myself.
I have things to buy, but I need to get more skincare stuff.
Okay.
And I've been like trying to figure out exactly. And I was looking at this Clarins serum, but it's $100.
I've been using some Anua product. They're not that
Oh,
expensive. I
they
think you can get them
aren't.
from they're like mid-range, I think. And you can get them from Ulta.
I think
Low
I'll go
key,
ahead.
Ulta has the better point system.
I use so hold on. Um, Ulta does have better point system now. I used to think Sephora does because I get more bang for my buck at Sephora, but Ulta really does. The only thing with Ulta, your points expire. That's the only sad thing about it.
Yeah.
But other than that, they do have a better point system. So I need to go to the thing with the Ultas here, they're placed in some very weird areas.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why I end up at Sephora because I don't want to interact with those areas. But I will try to go to Ulta instead. But yeah, I need to get new skincare stuff, but mm, I'm not happy to buy all that at the same time, Loki.
Yeah, you about to spin a bag.
Yeah, smooth. But yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do this weekend is maybe go to Sephora or Ulta, figure out some. And I was gonna re-up my makeup stuff too. But that can
Mm-hmm.
wait. I got nowhere to go anytime soon.
Um, mm I probably need to do some skincare stuff too.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, because I don't have any more oil cleanser. I'm like real low on that.
Hmm.
I'm about to be out of toner soon, so I could probably do a little run.
Yeah. Yeah, same. I'm out of toner and my face wash is running low. Yeah. But
It's about that time.
that's all I got.
Same. We will see y'all next week.
Yeah.
Um, all the information that you were looking for is in the description box. And
Hmm.
yeah, we'll talk to you next week. Bye,
Bye,
friends.
guys. All right, cool.